Here's everything you missed yesterday in the NBA. Starting off, the Wizards beat the Kings 116-111 as Jordan Poole scored 23. DeMar led Sacramento with 29. The Pacers won 119-105 against the Hornets. Tyrese Halliburton dropped 22 with 10 assists, while Miles Bridges scored 18. Tough clip of Seth, though, huh? The Cavs came back in the second half to win 124-105 over the Knicks, led by Donovan Mitchell with 27. Cat dropped 25 with 13 boards for New York. The Heat, without Andrew Wiggins, beat the Celtics, missing Drew, Al, and Kristaps 124-103 as Tyler Herro posted 25, 6, and 9. Jaylen Brown scored 24 with 9 rebounds. The Rockets, without Fred VanVleet, demolished the Jazz 143-105, led by Jalen Green with 22 and Şengün with a near triple-double of 15, 14, and 9. Isaiah Collier dropped 22, 5, and 10 for Utah. Dillon Brooks also received his 16th tech of the season after training with Mr. Miyagi and will be suspended 1 game. Anthony Davis scored the game-winning runner to give the Mavs a 120-118 win over the Hawks. AD had his best game since returning with 34 and 15 rebounds, while Trey posted 25 with 12 assists. The Spurs beat the Nuggets without Jokic, Gordon, or Jamal 113-106, led by Harrison Barnes with 20 and Stephon Castle with 15, 15, and 9. Russ stepped up and posted 30, 11, and 6. The Thunder won 119-103 over the Pistons without Cade as Shea scored 33. Tim Hardaway Jr. scored 23. Final game, the Clippers beat the Pelicans 114-98, led by Kawhi with 28. Jose Alvarado led New Orleans with 17 points and 10 assists. Elsewhere, the Suns are the favorites to be Brody's next team. The Suns are also expected to work to trade KD this offseason, and KD's top teams are the Timberwolves, Rockets, Spurs, Heat, and Knicks. Ant stunned the world and paid 18 years of child support all at once to his baby mama. SGA is the favorite to win MVP according to an ESPN MVP straw poll. Alonzo Mourning said he had a chance to team up with Patrick Ewing in New York, but Ewing told him to go to the Heat. Patrick Beverley defended Taylor Jenkins and said he was in a tough spot not knowing what was going to happen with Ja. Speaking of Ja, the league is investigating his finger guns emote against the Warriors. Carmelo Anthony has been elected into the Hall of Fame class of 2025. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Stephen A. Smith said a Hall of Famer came up to him and said Steph wouldn't average more than 17 points a game in their era because they would have hurt him. Glenn Taylor has agreed to a 100% ownership transfer of the Timberwolves and Lynx to Mark Lure and Alex Rodriguez. Cade says he believes he can be the best player in the world. BJ Armstrong said he is less impressed with the Thunder winning so many games because too many teams are tanking. Big Perk said Jokic is a top 20 greatest player of all time. And Perk also said he's feeling great about Zion after hearing positive things about his camp. Joel Embiid will undergo arthroscopic surgery on his left knee next week and will be reevaluated in 6 weeks. Nick Wright dogged Russell Westbrook and said he hasn't been able to contribute to winning basketball in nearly a decade. And finally, Colin Cowherd with the quote of the day said a lot of NBA stars are like action films. Nikola Jokic is the best book.